Hello, 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 and good evening. Just a minute, guys. All right, so here we are. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this extremely powerful session, which we do every Tuesday, and which is called Business on Chai. So, chai pe charcha karenge, and we always do every Tuesday. We talk about things which are extremely relevant for all the business owners who are looking at growing their business to the next level. All right, and today it's a very powerful topic, which is called, are you a real entrepreneur? Now, this is a question which I'm asking each and every one of you, and also sharing with you what is the meaning of real entrepreneur. Now, when I say real, many people are self employed, many people are operators, right? They are doing business, but they're doing business in a way where the scalability is very limited. So today's topic, we will touch upon the topics how you can make your business scalable, because a real entrepreneur always grows their business. It's not just about managing or surviving, or as we say in very simple language, kharcha pani chal jaye kind of a thing, right? Business is about building something which will outlast you, and it's a very beautiful concept which I always ask business owners to focus on. He said, build to last, don't build to survive. Build a business, build an empire, build a system which will outlast you. And if you don't have that mindset, right, then you are just an operator who is kind of self-employed, correct? Just giving job to yourself, making the ends meet, and it's just a tactic for survival. It is not a strategy for growth and expansion and going out there and creating magic, right? So today's session will be focusing around what is the meaning of true entrepreneur, and how would you become a true entrepreneur? What do you need to change? What do you need to shift? And let me tell you, there are plenty of things which we need to change if you want to become a true entrepreneur, right? So loads of conversation coming your way, loads of discussion coming your way, how you could be a real entrepreneur. Now, before we get into that, I would like to quickly take few minutes, just a few minutes of time, and get to know you a little better. What is the kind of people who have come today, where they're from, what business they do, so I get a fair idea about the room, and you could also introduce yourself. All right. So what I want you to do is this: I want you to go to chat window, right, the comment box, and share in the comment box two things in one single message: which city you are from, what business you do. Don't need of writing your name, because name gets captured by the system itself, right? Just write which city you are from, what business you do. Write in the same message, so that I don't have to tally your details. So go to the chat window, and very quickly let's do a quick round of introduction. Of what business you do and where are you from. All right, Anand, welcome. What do you do? Where you from? All right, so we have Kasi Vishnathan from Chennai. Welcome. From Coimbatore, from Pune, from Chennai, from Agricultural Food. We have Albert from Gurgaon. We got Subhash. We got Sampath. We got Sajid Ibrahim. All right, beautiful guys. Everybody, introduce yourself. We have got Deshpande Sunil. We have got Neeraj. We have got Prakash. Lovely. We have got Ravi. We have got Praveen. We've got Pramod. We've got Henry Anthony. We've got Nitin Raj. We've got Sajid. We have Saju. We've got Zakaria. We've got Praveen. We've got, whom do we have here? All right. Just Music. I like it. All right. What's your name, by the way? Just Music. We've got Nikhil. Nikhil, what do you do? Where you from? Introduce yourself. We have got, all right, we have got Hemant. We have got Alok. We have got Satnarayan Bale. Where you from, Satnarayan, and what do you do? Introduce yourself in detail. We have got Sockscart from Coimbatore. All right, I like the name, Sockscart. Good. So we have got Subodh. We have got Kiran. We have got, oh, lovely. Hi, Levi. Beautiful. Welcome, brother. We've got Moise. We have got Rajiv. We have got Manish, my brother. We've got Purva. We've got Tracking in Uttarakhand. Travel to them. What's your name, brother? So we've got in Kochi, Arun. We've got Ishwar, lovely. Railway contract, lovely. We have got Ravi Kumar. We have got Anand. We have got Satish. Beautiful. Coimbatore. So it's Coimbatore. It's Madurai. It's Mumbai. It's another Mumbai. And it's Durga Das from Mangalore. I've studied in Mangalore. Beautiful place. Lovely. We have got Ahmad Zubair from Varanasi Sari. Oh, I am born and brought up Varanasi. Banaras. Lovely. We have got Payal. We have got Dharmendra from Surat. Lovely export of tiles. Beautiful Dharmendra. We've got Siva. We've got Veed. We've got Sanjay. We've got Ashish. Beautiful. We've got Aman. We've got Amrendra. Amrendra Bahubalini. Amrendra Chaudhary. All right. From Dibrugarh. All right. We've got Smruti. We have got Yatinda. Lovely Yatinda ji. Kya karte hain aap? What do you do, Yatinda? Lovely, beautiful guys. Thank you very much for introduction. And while everybody else is introducing themselves, what I want all of you to do, all the rest of you who are introduced, share this video on your Facebook timeline. Share this video on your WhatsApp groups. Share your video on your with your friends who are other business owners. Why do I do that? Well, I want many more business owners to come here and learn from me. This is a completely free program, and I want people to come and be a part of it because it's on YouTube, right? It's on Facebook. It's on different platforms, right? I want people to come here and I want people to experience this program because these are very vital things which I share on this platform, which is called Business on Chai. Many business owners can get benefited, right? And for you, why it is important to share? Because givers gain. Once you give to people, God gives you back. So don't just keep it for yourself. Yeah, I will learn, let others not learn. Let's not do that. Let's share with other brothers and sisters out there. You will have a lot of friends on your Facebook wall, on your Facebook group account. You will have a lot of friends on your WhatsApp groups. Please share this video with many more people, right? And once you have shared, come to the chat window and say done. So I know that you have taken that effort to share this video with people, right? Again, I say, givers gain. You give, you get. Just don't only hold the knowledge for yourself. Share it with the world. All your friends, whoever is in business, will get benefited by this program. So if you're watching on YouTube, there's a share button above. If you're watching on Facebook, there's a share button below. Click the share button. Share it on your wall. Share it with your groups, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp. Invite many more people to be a part of this so that they can learn from me. Absolutely my service to my fellow business owners, right, guys? So go ahead, share this video, and once you've shared, right, this live session, do let me know in the chat window so I know you have shared. Beautiful. Anuj, thank you very much. Thank you, Vishnathan, for sharing. Henry, thank you for sharing. All right, lovely. We have got, thank you, Dinesh. Please share. Do let me know once done. Roshan, welcome. Swapnil, thank you. Remember, guys, givers gain. You give, you get. You give, you get. So we have got Dr. Anup Kumar, eye specialist from West Bengal. Welcome. Prakash, see, always fast. Right? Good. Well done, Prakash. Well done. Well done. Beautiful. Oh, lovely. So much. So many people have done. Ahmad, Abhay, Vijay, Krishan, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, such lovely people, for doing this for me. Right? Thank you very much. And remember, you give, you get. You give, you get. More you give, more you get. Lovely. Beautiful. Love. Oh, Prakash, you welcome. Thank you very much, Prakash, for your love. All right. So Mr. Bharadwaj, thank you. Raj, thank you. Julie, thank you. Rupesh, thank you. Albert, thank you. That's a this is my brother Albert. Lovely. Already shared. People have joined also. Beautiful, Albert. I love you, my brother. Well done. Good job. Good job, guys. Right. So, thank you very much. And if anybody is not introduced themselves, please do it now. Please do it now. Introduce yourself if you missed out by chance. All right. All right. So, welcome everyone to this extremely powerful session, which is called Business on Chai. And today in this session, we're gonna make sure that you learn to be a real entrepreneur. All right. Make sure, make sure, make sure you make notes, you write down, you ponder upon it. I don't say just follow it. I say think about it. I'm going to give you food for thought, right? And I want you to think about it. And if you think and if you come to a conclusion that whatever I'm telling you makes sense, then follow it and then follow it 100%. Because what I'm sharing with you has come as a outcome of last 1 decade of work with thousands of business owners, and I've seen many people grow a lot, and I've seen many other being at the same state or even coming down after 5 years. So if you don't want to be stagnated or dropping and you want to be growing, listen to what I have to share today very carefully and follow it. So shall you get some extreme amount of results which you never thought was possible will become possible like that, right? So with full focus, full energy, let's learn what is to be a true entrepreneur. Now, in today's world, everybody wants to become an entrepreneur. You ask anyone, do you want to be an entrepreneur? The answer is always yes. Somewhere I feel being an entrepreneur has become, is beautiful khayal. बोलते ना, khayal बहुत अच्छा है. It has become like a beautiful khayal and everybody wants to enjoy that khayal, right? Everybody is fallen in love with the idea of being an entrepreneur. Though it's look very nice from outside, but when you come inside, you realize it's got a lot of things which are so many moving parts, as in a machine, so many moving parts. If you don't fit it right, a dream of becoming an entrepreneur, right, though very romantic, though very beautiful, eventually becomes a nightmare for many people. They get stressed out, they get drained out, and at the end they feel, why am I doing this? Because घर चलाने के तो और भी बहुत रास्ते हैं. Why go through so much of pain? So today I'll share with you what exactly you need to do to be a true entrepreneur, right? You will get an understanding in today's session, right? What does it take to become a real entrepreneur? So we'll break down some key attributes of a real entrepreneur. And basis of that, we'll try to align you in the right direction. All right. So let's get cracking on this path. So what are the attributes of a real entrepreneur, right? Let's get cracking. Let's start understanding the elements of being a real entrepreneur. Now, there'll be 4 attributes I'll be covering. Write them down, think about it, and then apply it if you agree with me, right? First, listen to me with an open mind. All right. Attribute number 1. Real entrepreneur. Listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. Real entrepreneurs never overvalue ideas. The fake entrepreneurs, the excited cookie kind of entrepreneurs, they overvalue ideas and they undervalue execution. But the real entrepreneur never overvalues ideas and never undervalues execution. Now, here's one thing which most people are guilty in the world of entrepreneurship. They focus more on ideas, more on, and I know so many people, even so many coaches who just throw ideas. Boss, ideas से result नहीं आता है. उसके बाद अगला step होता है execution. अगर वो कर पाते हैं तो actually result आता है. Otherwise, ideas, I'll tell you, every guy studying in every MBA college has an idea of the next $1 billion company. Idea. You ask them about idea, they will give you lamba idea. But what about execution? What about execution? Now, so many people talk about so many ideas and they talk it from age for ages, but they never take action. मेरे पास एक thought है, मेरे पास एक vision है, मेरे पास एक idea है. तो मैं पूछता हूँ कितने टाइम से? बोले 5 साल से. अरे तो कुछ करता क्यों नहीं है भाई? When the rubber meets the road, you know how when the tire runs, the rubber meets the road, and that is when you take action. And to be honest, hardest part of being a real entrepreneur is executing things, because execution is a dirty job. It's a painful job, but execution gets you the money. So a real entrepreneur values the speed of execution very, 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 very high. It's not about execution, it's about the speed of execution. तुम्हें कल का काम आज करना है, आज का कल नहीं. And you need to understand, failure is a part of growing. Remember this. Don't be scared of failure. People don't execute. They have brilliant ideas, मगर आगे कदम नहीं बढ़ाते. Why? अरे नहीं हुआ तो, अरे फेल हो गए तो, अरे रिजल्ट नहीं आया तो, अरे अटक गए तो, अरे झटक गए तो, अरे लटक गए तो, अरे तो का रिजल्ट तो पे देखेंगे. Failure is a part of growth. Nobody who has reached at a decent height has never failed. ऐसा नहीं है. People have failed and then succeeded. Failure is a stepping stone to success. And why people don't take execution? Because they are scared of failure. Now, I tell people, execute initially, listen to me carefully, execute initially to learn how to execute in the right way. It's all right. You might not know the best way. I always say, have a compass. Matlab, you can't do that. You have to go east, you are going west. Utni stupidity karenge, so even you execute 100 times, you will fail. You have to be directionally correct. That's your first step. But once you realize, once you have tested that you are directionally correct, then execute, 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 and enjoy and grow and become the rock star and the superstar you always wanted to be. And that's a very big shift, a very big change all of us need to bring about. Now, running businesses. In running business owners have got so many ideas. अरे ऐसा भी तो कर सकते हैं. फिर किसी का सुना, किसी का समझा, अच्छा लगा, मगर केवल दिमाग में. रोड पे लेके नहीं आए, मार्केट में लेके नहीं आए, बिजनेस में लेके नहीं आए. Some team member gives an idea, they say, good idea, but they don't execute. You know how I function by so many years of my life? The moment somebody gives me an idea and I like it, next week I have to implement it. That's it. Because you will never find a favorable time. एक बहुत अच्छी लाइन है, शेर है, यहां किसी को मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता, यहां किसी को मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता, किसी को जमीन तो किसी को आसमान नहीं मिलता. There is no perfect time. Perfection is a freaking myth, man. What are you waiting for? There is no right time, there is no right situation, there is no right place. The moment an idea occurs to you, you test it. Directionally correct it has to be. Right? Have people in your life who can be your bouncing board, who can be your coaches. Test it. Once you test it, once it is directionally correct, go with full force behind it. Put your complete might behind it. Because kal ho na ho. Kal ho na ho. And in the beginning, you will fail. I have failed so many more times than many people would have ever tried. That many times. Thappad I've got in life. But that's the way you learn. Remember, I am repeating again, you have to be directionally correct. तुम tuning कर लो, फिर fine tuning में adjustment करते चले जाओ. Right? It cannot be that you want AM and you're putting FM or SM. You can't do that. You have to have the wavelength right. Get the right wavelength, get the right direction, then you can change the channels and you can keep fine tuning. That's how business grows. But the point is, a real entrepreneur will value the execution and speed of execution very, 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 very high. And that's why real entrepreneurs make some amazing results in their life. That's the attribute number one. Execute, execute, execute. Let's look at number two. Real entrepreneurs, they repeatedly practice until they become a master. Now, here's what happened to majority of people who start execution. After a couple of failed attempts, they stop doing stuff. A real entrepreneur understands the value and the concept that repetition is the mother of skill. You want to be skilled, you need to repeat. People get upset. Entrepreneur gets disappointed. Entrepreneurs get irritated. They quit after some time. Now, I'm not saying on the business, maybe on an idea or an execution or a plan. They quit in spite of somewhere knowing that they're directly correct. I've got many business owners who are coming to me and saying that, oh, I tried to build my brand. I put 15 videos here, right? It really is not getting traction in my industry. I don't think it works in my industry, all this video doing. But now I'm not doing it. Really? 15, 20 videos, 25 videos, and you think you're done? Baba, people are putting 15, 20 videos in a day. And that too repeated from months and years. And only then they have created an extraordinary results in their lives. Okay, and then so many people who are saying, I'm not able to get sales. I'm not able to get conversions. Then I said, what have you done for that? Oh, I talked to 10, 15, 20 people and nobody has bought. Well, don't talk to 10. Maybe talk to 100. Maybe 1,000. Practice your sales pitch until you start selling. Because real entrepreneurs understand that repetition is the mother of all skills. More you practice, more you repeat, better you get. Even after knowing the right track, you need to practice it. Arjun had Dronacharya, but in spite of that, he kept practicing. He became the best archer in the world. And this is where majority people fail. They give up too early. And they do not understand the value of doing things over and over again. Mundane, boring, same thing again. You fail, get up again. You fail, get up again. You fail, get up again. And change it, and tweak it, and shift it, and change it. Oh my God. And then you should be able to do in your sleep. Learning and evolving each time to get better. Learning and evolving each time to get better. Now, practice repeatedly until you crack it. But there's a question here. Should I practice whatever comes to my mind? No. Ek rule hai, which is contrary to popular belief. Earlier we used to say, practice makes a man perfect. Not anymore. I will add something to it. Right and consistent practice makes a man perfect. Man being gender neutral. Women become better faster than men. Right? So, remember this. Okay? Right and consistent practice. For that, you need to get right guidance, right advice. Once you know what is right for your business, what is right for your work, right and consistent practice done over a period of time will get you the results. That's what real entrepreneurs do. And that's what our operators, the Dakkamar categories, they don't do. They give up too soon. They let the ideas go. They start saying, oh, shock laga. Let's not do it again. Big problem. Second attribute. Write down. The third attribute. Very, very powerful. Third attribute. Real entrepreneurs are not, listen to me carefully. Real entrepreneurs are not obsessed with their product or services, but they are obsessed with the value they will create for the customer. This is to be understood very deeply by you guys, brothers and sisters. Listen to me carefully, my brothers and sisters. This has to be really understood by you in depth. Real entrepreneurs are not obsessed by the product and services, right? They are only following what value and the change they are creating for the customer, and they're driven by that, right? So most successful, listen to me, most successful people, most successful business owners have only and only become rich because they are obsessed about how they can add more value in their customer's life. And since they're doing it, customers are rewarding them by repeat sale, by upsell, by cross sell, by buying more and more, because they know itne mein itna kara diya to itne mein kitna kara dega. एक बार में इतना experience दिया तो 4 बार में कितना देगा. They fall in love with you. And yes, that happens. But the point is, you should be looking at कैसे और value दूं, कैसे और value दूं, कैसे और value दूं. Keep changing, keep evolving, keep changing, keep evolving. Your customer and their value for money and their results and their value ladder are the most important thing for your growth, right? And this is another thing which separates the real entrepreneurs and from the rest. Most business owners, normal business owners, love their product and services. Mera vada pav, example. My company's phone, my company's chemical, my company's gloves, anything, my company's clothing, my company's spa. They are in love with their product and services. And because they feel the product services are so amazing, right? And they feel the customer will be rushing towards them. ऐसा शुरू में लगता है, बाद में मालूम पड़ता है, right? बाद में मालूम पड़ता है, customer should be rushing towards the product because the products are so amazing, right? But the reality is reverse. Customers value if they see that you are obsessed to get them results. And when a business owner starts thinking, how can I add more value? How can I add more value to the customer? You start evolving your products. You start making them better. You start making them impactful and effective. You start tracking the results. You start taking feedback, and continuous improvement, continuous emotional connect with the customer's fulfillment. That helps you create a magical company and a magical support system and a magical solution for companies' customers' problem. So never sell product and services, sell a solution to the customer's problem. Because that's why customers pay you, to get solution to their problems. And better you can do, and better. Most business owners don't even think about ye maan le, paisa de, chal. Transactional. From transactional, you have to shift to transformational. And then you will come in the real leagues of a real entrepreneurs. I call it big boys league. You want to come to the big boys league? Figure this out. Start getting obsessed around your customer and around adding value to their lives, adding value to them. And once you, oh boss, I tell you, once you have got this right, that everything you do, song and everything I do it for you, right? The moment you can sing this song to your customer, that everything I do it for you, and they connect. And I'll tell you, it's not marketing slogan or jargon. It's what you feel in your heart. And that's very important for a business owner. If this is what you feel, sometimes people say, मैं ये बेच लूं कैसे भी. मैं diamond है ना, मैं बेच लूं कैसे भी ये diamond. अरे मैंने बेच दिया 1 crore का diamond और 10 crore का diamond. It's not about what you're able to sell. It's about I provided my customer the most beautiful piece, which will increase the beauty of his expression of love. It would be such that everybody would say, oh wow, it's lovely, it's beautiful. It'll have the premium value, it'll have the prestige value, the cut will be beautiful, the clarity will be amazing, and the design and thing will last. And this is why my customer will be so happy. So I'm not selling a diamond. I'm selling, making sure that customer is able to express his love and affection and the fulfillment of having that prestige in the best possible manner. And if you start thinking like that, your entire game plan, you will change your business model probably. You'll have a new business model. You will have everything new. You have to train your staff in a different way. You will print your platform, your brochures in a different way. You will make your website in a different way. You will make your social media in a different way. You will make everything different, and people will fall in love with you. It will be such a beautiful thing. You could be selling chemical to another B2B company, right? Maybe a mill or a factory, or you could be selling lubricant. Does not matter. Are you worried? And are you bothered, and are you obsessed about serving your customer to best of the way? Oh my God, you can create magic in any product and services. B2B, B2C, B2 channel doesn't matter. That's nature of product or service industry doesn't matter. It's how are you looking at it, and it'll create a beautiful business in your life. You will love it. You will love your work. They will love you. It'll be more of a free flow after some time. Oh, I'm telling you, it'll be a different world. Right? It'll be a different world. Consider, evaluate, think about it. And if you feel that something makes sense to you also, adapt in your life. Number 4, write down. Number 4, real entrepreneurs, this is very important for you to understand. Real entrepreneurs focus on multiplying themselves in the business by recruiting the right talent. They don't try to do everything by themselves. They focus on getting, I'll tell you something. What it really means that they're very good at getting people to come on board and handle the day-to-day task of the business. A real entrepreneur role is not really to execute each and every task. What we really need is to recruit right people, build right people, create their competence, and then take their help to execute your vision you have around in your business. And then connect their vision with your vision and make sure at the end of the day, you also win, customer also win, and your team also wins. Now, if you can get this right, if you can, now it does not mean you hire the top talent or high salary staff. You can even start with interns. It doesn't matter. But what a real entrepreneur is good at is looking how he can multiply his time by getting competent people in the system. Look at the role you want to get out of. Find whether you require what kind of experience, skill, attitude, knowledge you require for somebody else to do a job, that kind of job. Find such a person, hire them, and develop them to handle the job so you get free. And when you get free, you can do strategic thinking, strategic planning, strategic execution. So, also one more thing. A real entrepreneur hire before they need the people, not when they need it. So if you go by this logic that you will hire only when you need it, you'll always be delayed in hiring, and that will impact your business. Ready-made आदमी नहीं बैठा तुम्हारे लिए इंतजार कर रहा है कि तुम बुलाओ मैं भागा चला आया. Does not work like that. So they hire in advance, maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months in advance. Prepare them for the onslaught and then plug them in. Don't wait for the time to happen. Hire before time. People say अभी तो हो जाएगा, इसके लिए भी hire करना है. क्योंकि अभी हो जाएगा, आगे नहीं होगा. आज hire कर लो ताकि आगे तकलीफ नहीं आए. That's how you plan. That's how you execute. So more you get better in multiplying yourself in business by getting good people, your execution of vision will become perfect. Remember one thing, I tell to everybody, 1 is too small number for greatness. 1 is too small number for greatness. You cannot be great alone, handling everything yourself, managing everything yourself. मैं और मेरी तन्हाई. And I know so many people who've hired incompetent people. Number 1, now they're living with it, living with the mistake, sleeping with the enemy, right? So you hired incompetent people and they've stuck around. So you are living with it. That's wrong. Fail the failure faster, right? And then some people have hired, but they've not developed them. That's also a mistake. They feel मैंने hire कर लिया ना, तो मैंने खरीद लिया. अब तू काम करेगा. ऐसा नहीं होता. You have to develop them. Once they get developed, once they have the skill, once they have the understanding, then they can replace you. Then some people have hired right, they have developed them, but still they don't delegate the work. That's problem number 3. They want to do everything themselves. They want their hands every day. You have to pull your hands out. So business ke 2 usul hai. Make a lot of money and don't do anything. I always tell this. Entrepreneur should have extreme amount of knowledge in every area, should have minimum amount of activity in a day. Minimum. Knows everything, does nothing. That's the game plan. And more you can do that, and I know it will not happen overnight. It's easier said than done. But do you even have intention of doing that one day? If you have the intention, then you would hire right people. If you hire right people, you will multiply yourself. And if you multiply yourself, you can achieve more. That's starting. And then you train them and then you delegate the work. You grow them and you delegate the work. Now, if you do these 4 steps, listen to me very carefully, my brothers and my sisters. Listen to me very carefully. If you do these four attributes you build, number 1, don't overvalue idea and don't undervalue execution. Undervalue ideas and overvalue execution. Right? That's your first step. Second step, repeatedly practice until you become a master. Third step, you do not get obsessed with your product and services, but you get obsessed with providing value to the customer, right? And number 4, you make sure you multiply yourself in the business by recruiting right talent who eventually frees you. So if these are the 4 very powerful attributes of a real entrepreneur. Now this actually leads to success, and I have seen so many people achieving success who are following that. And I truly believe if all of you who are listening to this, you truly from your heart start following these attributes, you will begin your real journey in the world of entrepreneurship. And with God grace, you will become a true entrepreneur in a very, very short time. And you will see your income, your revenue, your profit, everything accelerates. And you are able to find more time for your family, able to find more time, free time for yourself, and you will become a much better visionary business owner. Right now, most of you are executionary business owner. You're not visionary. You're only doing, and hardly time to think, plan, and strategize. And that's where you get stuck because it's like a blinker or a horse running. Put these four attributes in place, put these four mindset in application, and I promise you, your life, your result will become extraordinary like this. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Now, what I want you to do right now, I want you to write down. Take just 30 seconds. Write down what were your top learnings for today. What was your top realization for today, and what would you like to change so that you can become a true real entrepreneur. Go write this down now. Go ahead. Go to the chat window and let me see what have you learned. What have you learned? Let's see. Somebody asked fourth attribute. Fourth attribute is focus on multiplying yourself in business by recruiting talent. So what has been your learning? What has been your learning? What has been your learning today? What was your best learning today? So I'm coming, sorry, I went a little ahead. All right. Okay, beautiful. All right. Okay, this is older messages. Let me just see. I'm going to read. Ah. Beautiful. Lovely. You're welcome. You're welcome. Take time, make it perfect. Directionally correct. Directionally correct, matlab Satish, that you should see, no, we are not born with all knowledge of business, right? So you need to, like, for example, you're doing marketing. Directionally correct means you identify who is your real customer. That's directly correct. If you can't identify, take somebody's help. Who is your ideal customer? Directionally correct also means where the person is found, what kind of message you have to send, what is this, what is the emotional connect, what is the gain, what is the pain point, which platforms will you use, right? What will be your frequency? That's called directionally correct. Once you are directionally correct, once you know you're getting the right customer, you're speaking the right language, you're touching the right chords, right? Then push hard. But if you're directionally not correct and you push hard in the wrong way, that's the worst thing which can happen to you. So directionally you need to be correct, right? All right, let's see. All right, so spend more time. Okay, right team, don't give up, delegate more, stop being obsessed with the product. With your execution helps others to grow, very important. And that's now we're doing, say, hire and advance before you actually need them, very important. Ideas, effective execution, practice, master execution, make customer feel the product services, hire, train, delegate. Lovely, lovely, beautiful done. Lovely. Proper execution is important. What else? Uh, right. So you are short in recruitment, right people at the right place. Faith never go on face value, Sanjay. You need to find out how to recruit right. You learn that. To learn that. All right. Okay, recruit that person. Consistency, win-win situation, solution to customers' issues. All right, beautiful. What else, guys? What else? Don't try to be perfectionist. Perfect. This is perfect. Good ideas, Good solution to customer, good team, good implementation. Lovely. Right team, focus on involve yourself less. Recruit talent before you actually need them. Beautiful. Right, consistent practice until you become perfect. Add value in customers' life. Create value for your customers, something close to my heart. Absolutely. You need to make sure you do that. Getting obsessed with value in customers. Absolutely right. I can agree no less. Stop being absolute execution. Help others to grow. Absolutely. Delegate more. All right, let's look at what Dr. VVS Kiran has to say. Focus on getting right people on board, fix the ideas, focus on execution, which will give success to every entrepreneur. Lovely. Beautiful. Are Ji, namaskar, Mishra ji, namaskar. Creating duplicate. Remember, this is same thing you need to put it across only when you can duplicate. If you are the hero of your business, that is the worst for your business. Remember this, guys. Love the point of directly correct. Lovely. Beautiful. Hire people before you need. Lovely. Select right time, right place. Beautiful. Take time to find more right people. Absolutely. Creating value for the customer. Stop being obsessed with let others help you. Yes, very important. Allow people to help you. Yes. Not focus on recruitment talent. Other three attribute. Do follow. Lovely. Lovely, Subhash. Beautiful. Moise says execute, delegate, empower employees. Very important, Moise. Empowering them so that they can take decisions. Learn until you reach goal. Continue learning. Absolutely. Awesome. Train and develop your team. Focus on execution and right manpower. Absolutely. Train and develop your team. Be consistent. Need to become a visionary and not an operator. And that too, the Kamar operator. Yeah. Employ right people and delegate talent. Work delegation. Repeat practice. Repeat practice. Repeat practice. Yes, until you become perfect. Attribute. Lovely. Fourth attribute is very important. Duplicate yourself. That's your takeaway. Lovely. I love you, brother. Beautiful. Right people, right time. Real entrepreneurs have invest in right people. Keep trying. Don't be afraid. Absolutely. Absolute execution. All right. Add more value to customers. Lovely. I'm following your learnings and successes with me. Lots of love to you. Beautiful. Hire people before they're needed. Yes, much before they're needed. Execution is more important. Don't stop. After failure, repeat, 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 repeat. Sahi ho gayi. Failure is just a stepping stone. Lovely. Lovely. Just doing is called operating business owner, not visionary entrepreneur, because then you are doing, then you are doer, not a execute, not a planner, not a visionary. You need to become a visionary. काम करवाना है, vision को हकीकत में बदलवाना है. That's your work. Correct. Knows all and does nothing. That's the real work. But हमारे में उल्टा है. Knows nothing and does all. Delegate more. Give more time to yourself. Beautiful. Don't fear the execution. Beautiful. Take experienced people and train them also. So remember, everybody, you have to train. वो रेडीमेड नहीं आता है, आया और तुम छा गए और वो छा गया. हम लोग अभी हायर करते बोला तुझे पैसा दे रहा हो ना काम करेगा. अरे सिखाओ, डेवलप करो, ग्रो करो, तब काम का बनेगा. और पहले क्या सीख के आया था? अगर पहले सीख गया तो आता ही क्यों? तुम्हारा रिक्रूटमेंट गलत है. तुमने इंटरव्यू में उसकी कॉम्पिटेंसी एट्रीब्यूट्स नहीं चेक किए. तुमने इंटरव्यू में ये नहीं देखा कि द गाय इज रेडी फॉर योर वर्क और नॉट. यू रिक्रूटेड रॉन्ग. Right? You did not check, you did not get any assignment, you did not do any probing questions by which you can find out whether this guy is fit for you or not. You hired because you were under pressure. Never do under pressure hiring. Right? I would like to implement, execute, hire right people and train them. Beautiful. 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 This is my brother. Always focus. Basant, I love you. You should have compass to have directly correct. The moment you have an idea, then you have to test it. Fight and consistently practice. Practice makes a man better. Add more value to customers. Keep changing. Add value to the life of this real entrepreneur. Hire before they need them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Execute faster. Yeah, that's very important. That's very important. See, नहीं तो सोचते जाते ना. नहीं हुआ तो, नहीं चला तो, नहीं बैठा तो, नहीं लगा तो, ये तो endless है यार. Endless है. Right? So is it okay to outsource than hiring? Yeah, you can outsource. But see, remember, you can only outsource to a limit. After some time, you will need your own team. Some roles can be outsourced, like for example, accounts. All right, it can be outsourced. It can be somebody can understand accounts better, but with the main functions, though, like your operations, like your marketing, like your sales, you, even if you're outsourcing it to someone, you should know it so well. And also, let me tell you something. Sometimes we outsource to save money, right? In the beginning, it can be okay that you're outsourcing to save money. It's okay. But in the long run, it will not work. You can outsource because you don't want to remove the headache from you and have more hands. That's all right. But if you're outsourcing only to save money, then you are throwing peanuts, you will get monkeys. And again, you'll get stuck in the same rut. तो वहीं पहुंच जाओगे घूम फिर के. So, if you're outsourcing, also get quality people. You have to pay them a decent money and then outsource, right? And it is possible, like how you certain areas of business might get very large for you to handle. It might get very complex, and that might not be your core activity, and you would want somebody to work with you, which is fine. For example, you could be a big software developer, right? And you want to acquire customers, all right? So you go to an agency, you explain them everything. You have a marketing manager who interacts with the agency, who is knowledgeable along with you. You give the work to agency to get you leads and build your brand. But point is, no agency, no matter what, can function in silo. The agency also needs a very involved business owner to get extraordinary results. नहीं तो वो भी क्या होगा, पैसा जाएगा और result उतना ही आएगा. That's also not healthy. Right? That's also not healthy. So you need to be involved. You should be knowing, and then you can get an agency. So that's what my answer is, right? So learning proper education, basically lovely. Need to recruit right, absolutely. Barabar Prakash. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make it perfect by taking action now. वो आता रहेगा तो समय निकलता रहेगा. Correct self-staff by giving them training. Training is simpler. I mean, I do, you see, we do, we see, you do, I see. And once the training is over, the practical training is over, you incentivize them for results. And you give them guidance and feedback. But in spite of doing everything, if they're not working out, then you got a wrong recruitment. It's challenges everywhere. देखो भाई, करोड़ों कमाने हैं और challenge भी नहीं लेना है. That will not work. That will not work. So if you want to earn crores and crores of rupees, be ready for challenge. It is a challenge, but that's the fun of it. No, the entire game plan and you enjoying it and having fun. It's only when you are challenged. Anything which doesn't kill you will make you stronger. So face the challenge, build on your challenge, and go out and do it. But as I always said, be directionally correct. You cannot be directionally wrong. नहीं तो क्या जाते थे जापान पहुंच गए चीन समझ गए यहाँ तो ऐसा हो जाएगा. वो नहीं होना चाहिए. And for that you need knowledge, you need training, you need input. Once you have that, then push hard. Push hard. Right? Correct. Right, Saurabh? You have to start. You have to put the pedal. And of course, one of the most important thing which I see many people taking lightly, you need to learn. No learn, no earn. L-E-R and learn. Remove the L, it becomes E-A-R and earn. That's how life is. Right? None of us were born with marketing mind. No. We evolve, we grow, we learn. We have teachers all across. We go through programs, multiple of them. And then we learn. And then we apply. That is called directionally correct. And then you hit hard and you follow these 4, you're sorted. All right. Beautiful. So lovely, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. It was my pleasure to be interacting with you guys. And now if you have anything which you want to share, if you don't put your sharings and learnings, if you don't write them down, you know what will happen? You will forget about it. It's a commitment to type. So I want all of you who have not typed, go to the chat window and type what was your learning, what was felt in your heart. When you write, it becomes solid in your mind and then you remember to do it, right? So take that effort of putting it, typing it out, whatever you realize, whatever you learned, and then it will become a reality for you and you will start working on it. All right, guys. So thank you very much for joining in. Mwah! I love you guys. You guys are awesome, my brothers and sisters. All the best. Take care. I'll see you next week. Same program. God bless you. Bye bye. See you. And do not forget to type out your learnings and realization. Do not leave the session without that. Do not leave. Type and then leave. So you know कि ये तो करना है. All right. Bye bye. Take care.